Hello Virgo, today we are tapping into the energy of Libra season to have a look at the situation and maybe drawing your focus over the coming months from the 23rd of September through till the 22nd of October. We'll be looking at your experience of that situation and the obstacles you may need to navigate. We'll also pull some extra tarot to understand how you can improve your experience if you don't like the outcome of what we see today. If it's your first time here, hello, welcome. I'm Kirsty, a full-time professional tarot reader and astrologer. Right Virgo, let's get you some cards for Libra season 2023. Right, Virgo. This is a double-sided deck. I'm not shuffling upside down. It's the vice versa deck. It is Libra season. Libras like to look at things from 2 points of view, so I thought it was fitting. Right, okay, so let's have a look for you. In the past, we've got the Ace of Swords. In the present, we have got the Star. Nice. Incoming Temperance. Big energies for you guys. Divine timing, all that kind of thing. Your view of this situation. Let me pull these over here a little bit. Oh, a bit squiffy wonky. There we go. Your view of this situation. We've got the Page of Wands reversed. Around you, we've got the Lovers coming in reversed. Interesting. Okay. Obstacle, we've got the World. And the outcome is the High Priestess. Okay, we'll get you some clarifiers for what's coming in the obstacle. And also we'll have a look at this High Priestess, if this sense of sort of passivity and intuitive downloads is not what we want. Underlying energy, which way around was it? Yeah, it was that. So 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles on the underlying. The 8 of Pentacles talks about investing our resources, time, effort, energy, love, money. It can talk about perfecting our craft. It is a little bit of a sort of an artisan card. But with the 8 of Pentacles, we find something meaningful and we sink our resources into it. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. So there's a sense here of worth, of value. What is it that you're putting your effort, your energy, your love, your money, your time into, and is it worth it? Trying to find meaning with a situation. This reading may pick up on the themes of your new or full moon readings. They're down below. Also, we did do a year ahead for you last month, Virgo, so if you haven't seen your year ahead forecast, that will be on your playlist. Right, okay, so let's have a look then. We've got the Star in reversed, we've got the Page of Wands reversed, and we've got the Lovers reversed. Okay, right, I mean, looking at this, Virgo, your energy, you're coming in as the Page of Wands. This talks about the Wands, it's all about action, passion, fire, creativity. And at the page, this is how we cope with those situations. The page is quite a youthful energy, and the page is great in situations that don't require a lot of time, a lot of commitment, a lot of effort, or a lot of skill. So it could be for some of you with this 8 of Pentacles, maybe a sense of developing your skills, you know, perfecting your craft. But when it comes in reversed, with the page of Wands, sorry if I've been saying Pentacles, been Wands, he does get disrupted by complexity. If there's too many demands made on him with regards to commitment, time, skill set, it can derail things. And thinking about it, actually, Virgo, this particularly if you're Virgo rising, Libra season, the Sun in Libra is actually activating your second house, which does talk about our resources. These can be material resources, earned income, but also our own skills and abilities. So for some of you this month, there may well be some look at your skill set. So there's a sense here of being disrupted by complexity. Around you, we've got the Lovers, and it's coming in reverse. The Lovers points to important relationships, important choices. This is a sort of a crossroad energy. The Lovers is often, when it comes in as a choice, it comes in as a big choice. It's a major arcana between what we want to do and what we should do. When it comes in reverse, this can talk about difficult choices, the wrong choice. It can talk about choices that have become sort of destructive, or relationships, significant relationships, whether these are personal, professional,
creative, whatever, actually having gone a little bit wrong. There's been some kind of implosion with this. So around you, there's either there's a situation here that's gone wrong, that's possibly to a point where it's become a little bit destructive. It could point directly to a relationship. It is a general reading, so the situation will be different for each of you, Virgo. So obviously just take the energies however they resonate for you in your situation. And so the situation is actually coming in as the Star reverse. The Star talks about something being our path. It talks about a lot of healing, you know, getting on our path or our authentic, you know, kind of way forward. When we see the Hermit, the little light in his lantern is the Star card. You know, this is kind of following our true authentic path. When it comes in reverse, I think looking at this, there's complexity, or maybe there's an overcommitment required with this Eight of Pentacles. As I say, it can be kind of eat, sleep, work, repeat, and you may be sitting here thinking, I'm not sure that it's worth it. And certainly there's something kind of destructive, or there's something pretty sort of destructive coming into the situation, which is bringing in an energy of this isn't, you know, this is the wrong path. The healing that you expected maybe hasn't come in. And looking, I think whatever it was you were hoping that this Eight of Pentacles was going to represent for you with regards to meaningful, whether it's job, relationship, etc., it looks like it's become a little bit more complex, and you're sitting here thinking, I think I might have chose wrong with this. Yeah, and on the end, in the past, we've got this page of this Ace of Swords. This talks about a time of clarity, a time of wisdom, planning, communication. When it comes in reversed, I think whatever the information was, or whatever the information was, or the communication was that you based this choice on, that set you off on this path, I think there was something that maybe the information was wrong, or maybe you had the wrong view of it, maybe you didn't quite have the full picture or the truth of it. So it does look like you've set off on something in the past, possibly thinking it was one thing, or, you know, kind of setting off on misinformation, and you're sitting here now thinking, can I continue to sleep, eat, work, repeat with this? Is it worth doing? I say whatever situation this relates to for you. So incoming, we've got the Temperance energy, and that's coming in reversed. Obstacle, we've got the World, and then the outcome, we've got the High Priestess. We'll get you some clarifiers for this. So the Temperance energy talks about temperate, moderate approach, divine timing, all that kind of thing. When it comes in reversed as she is, this can talk about reckless action, rushing in, you know, not taking a temperate, balanced approach. So this could be some kind of knee-jerk reaction. This feels like a knee-jerk reaction because there's an understanding here that something's very complex. You've kind of gone astray. There's a bit of a detour here on what you feel is your true path. And there's a sort of a knee-jerk reaction coming in, whether this is from you because it's become very complex, or whether it's from your environment and they're thinking, oh, this has gone horribly wrong. This is no longer a good fit. There's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction here coming in, but we will get you a clarifier for that. Obstacle, we've got the World card. Okay, she's also, the World card is coming in reversed with the World. This talks about closing out cycles, big chapters, and we do have 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 major arcana here, guys. So it's a big old. Sorry, I've just been put in mind of your year ahead reading. It is a big old cycle, this, and the obstacle here, when it comes in reversed, there's this sort of open loop. It's the opportunity to shut things out, to close things off, to understand the lessons, to finish that karmic cycle is there, but it's sort of open and stagnant. So there is a sense here of closing something out. The obstacle here is there's something that's still open, whatever this means for you, that needs closing out. And then in the outcome, we've got the High Priestess. This is a very intuitive energy. It talks about tapping into our inner wisdom. It talks about, you know, sort of accessing hidden knowledge. She's got access to the Akashic records as the High Priestess. But she does come in with a little bit of a passive energy. Okay, so let's get you some clarifiers for these. I was thinking, I stopped talking because I was thinking about your year ahead forecast that we did for you last month. and that was talking about what was it? It was out with unhealthy attachments, in with return on investments. And it was about really just sinking your resources, time, effort, energy, love, money, into the things that you know are going to reap rewards. You know, you're going to get back from putting in. You're not just kind of giving aimlessly. And if you're in this Eight of Pentacles energy, trying to give and commit and dedicate your resources to something that's worthwhile, it looks like whatever this complexity is, this difficulty around you, it is actually, you know, sort of starting to look like it may be a little bit of a detour for you. Okay, right. If you do have access to your chart, Virgo, look for planets or angles between 5 and 6 degrees and 20 to 22 degrees of the cardinal signs. So we've got Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. If you've got any planets there, they're going to be getting triggered later on in the month by the full moon in Aries, and that means that the lunations, you will actually feel the new beginnings or the closing out and endings quite personally in your life. Okay, so let's right, let's have a look at these. Well, if you're getting value so far, Virgo, do strike that thumb of love and light down below. It helps me understand that what I'm uploading, the content, is relevant to you. Also helps the reading find people who may need to hear it. Right, let's have a look. Okay, interesting. That King of Cups was hanging around in Virgo season. Could be a romantic partner. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. It can also talk about emotional maturity, emotional wisdom. If this is some kind of spiritual path or caring, nurturing path, there's a level of emotional maturity, wisdom. It can also come in with a little bit of emotional suppression though. Right, okay. Underlying energy, Eight of Cups reversed. There's that not walking away energy. I suspect that for many of you guys, this may well be linking into last season's readings. Because again, I'm put in mind of your, I think it might have been your full moon reading. It was like, keep calm and carry on or something. I can't remember. But it's right, okay. I think I'm really channeling whoever those readings last month before. I think there's a very good chance that this is picking up on those. Right, okay. So Temperance energy incoming. So this is that kind of wild, that sort of wild, intemperate approach. It can talk about, say, it can come in with divine timing. So it could be that the wild or reckless approach is the sort of the timing of it. It being the wrong time to do something, and actually looking at this Eight of Cups, that could well be it. But it can also talk about doing things in a little bit of an intemperate or reckless way. And we've got the Seven of Swords. Now, I think the source of this intemperate is that we've got, with the Seven of Swords, we've got communication. It talks about planning, strategy, that kind of thing. But with the Seven of Swords, these are more like the plans, the plans we keep to ourselves. Sometimes it can have a little bit of a sneaky energy. But yeah, this is the plans that we make, that we keep to ourselves. Often this is to like sort of take the sting out of the opposition. But these are things that we kind of rush into. Often the Seven of Swords are plans that we haven't thought out fully. So with this reckless action, and there's a kind of a keeping it to the self energy. So there could be some kind of reckless action, something that hasn't been thought out properly, something that someone is kind of keeping to themselves, a plan or an action that doesn't look like it's particularly, it's not, whatever it is, it's not been well thought through. And looking at the obstacle for you, oh okay, yeah, look, we've got this High Priestess. So we're pointing directly to this High Priestess energy and the outcome. Right, so this World card in that is absolutely linked. So we've got the World, and this is that open, stagnant energy. Something being open that should maybe be closed off, shut, finished. You've got the T-shirt. You understand the karmic lesson. It's time to close it out. You understand that it's the wrong, you know, it's like the kind of the wrong thing to do. Or maybe it's not. Looking at this, well, obviously it's going to be, but there is a sense here of this impending, you know, kind of stagnant energy for closeout coming in with the High Priestess. As I was saying earlier, she's a very intuitive energy, gets a lot of intuitive downloads, has access to sort of hidden knowledge, whether that's our own intuition or the Akashic records or spiritual sources, that kind of thing. Excuse me. When she comes in reverse, this passivity that you see with her when she's upright flips, and she's actually acting on her intuition. Whatever intuitive downloads, whatever understanding it is that she has, she takes action. So I think looking at this, the obstacle is actually to take action, to close out whatever this open-ended thing is that's stopping you from moving on, is actually to sort of take action with regards to either opening it up fully or closing it out. You know, sitting in this stagnant energy, I think it looks like it's causing difficulties, it's causing complexity. But be careful, be careful with the plan. You may need to communicate with others or talk to others about this, because as I say, this could be sort of plans that haven't been well thought out, or if this is like a kind of a knee-jerk reaction, as I was saying. And you may find that someone just kind of exits suddenly, and maybe doesn't think it through properly. But let's have a look. Yeah, so with this, with the outcome then, so we've got this High Priestess. So I think if the plan is to keep whatever this is open and be passive about it, you understand what you understand, you're getting all the intuitive downloads, you know, you've got access to a lot of wisdom. If you're planning on not acting on them, keeping this passive, you know, this kind of passive energy, it looks to me as if the cards are absolutely advising against that. You know, you're being encouraged here to kind of act on your intuitive downloads, your intuitive understanding, or whatever that is. But with this, I don't know, you may need to communicate about it. Okay, so we have again, so with this underlying, we've got the Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups upright talks about understanding the time has come to move on, understanding that there's other things out there for you, moving on. You know, the situation, there might not actually be anything wrong with it. With the Eight of Cups, we've invested a lot of our emotions in it. All the cups are still upright, but there is you know, we get to a thing where we think, oh, you know, it's time to move on, it's time to detach. When it comes in reverse, there's either understanding that it's not time to move on, or understanding or refusing to move on. So there's a lack of kind of moving on here. And with this passivity, so I mean, this could be talking about closing something out completely or getting it to the next level. We did see there was in your Virgo season stuff, there was a lot of resistance coming from you about a situation evolving, and the resistance seemed to be around you. And this King of Cups for many of you was sort of playing a role in that. Oh, and okay, here we go. There's that Page of Wands reversed, which is how this is. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, for some of you looking at this, actually these energies might be swapped round. It could be this whoever this King of Cups is, or whatever this represents for you, that's think, oh no, there's too many demands, it's too complex, you know, and you're like, well, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought I was getting at the outset. This is not the plan that I thought we had. This is not what you were telling me, the communication that I was getting. So yes, so with King of Cups, could be a person, could be a romantic partner, might be pointing to Scorpio or another water sign. Also talks about emotional maturity, but again, we've got this sense of emotional suppression with it. We've got Five of Pentacles. This talks about being shut off from resources, struggling, surviving, but there is a sense of it being a struggle. So with resources, time, effort, energy, love, money. And then we've got the Page of Wands. I suspect this sense of contributing, mastery, if this is a spiritual path or, you know, a job or something like that, it could well be that the complexity is because there isn't the resources there to add to it, or it's become too complex. There's too many demands. There's too many demands being placed on this Page of Wands energy, or the situation's too complex, and that's why they're struggling with it. As I say, it can talk about lack mentality. and being shut off from what you need: time, effort, energy, love, money. So, and with this eight of cups, as I say, we've got this sense of understanding. It's not time to walk away, or refusing to walk away when the time has actually come. I think either way, Virgo, there is a sense here of needing to close out something, an old cycle, whether this is between you and this person or between you and this situation. I suspect that it's this Page of Wands energy, this King of Cups, that is struggling. There's something from before that needs to be closed out. There's some kind of karmic cycle that needs to be taken, you know, need to act on it, need to close it out, but not do it in an impulsive kind of knee-jerk reaction. Queen of Swords here. There's some kind of resistance to the truth, or quite a narrow-minded mindset that's going in with this. I think looking at this, there's a sense here, something has to happen. This is feeling like a sort of, I mean, it is the last major arcana. It's feeling like a little bit of a sort of a judgment energy, you know, the judgment card. Something needs to be closed out. And this feels very much like pee or get off the pot. Pee or get off the pot is how this is coming in, because I think whatever complexity or whatever demands a sort of crippling this Page of Wands energy, I think this person, you know, there's a sense here of them not being able to contribute, because they're still stuck on something. There's still something emotionally that they haven't detached from, or they haven't let go of. Or again, equally, this could be, you know, this could be sort of pointing to you, Virgo. But whatever this is, if you remain passive, or they remain passive about closing this out, I think this could really affect the situation. There's a sense of poverty with the connection, or with whatever this is, or with this plan moving forward. Okay. What's coming in? What are you letting go of? What are you letting go of, Virgo? We'll be looking at that next week in your full moon in Aries reading. If you want to catch up with your current new and full moon readings, or any of the Virgo stuff that we were talking about, that'll all be on your playlist. I'll see you next week. Thanks, Virgo.